Welcome, welcome to the Drunkard's Path FlossTube number 2. Well, I have been busy this last, I think, 4 or 5 weeks since we put out our first one, and it is really hot today. We are located in the most southern part of Canada, well, almost the most southern part of Canada. So today it feels like 38 degrees Celsius, and for my American friends, that is 100 degrees. So yes, it gets terribly hot here. We are just coming up on Labor Day weekend. I know this will come out afterwards, but this today is exceptionally hot. So grab your favorite beverage and sit back, and I've got lots and lots to show you. Okay, I moved my beverage. I didn't want to accidentally spill it on my stuff. So a little update. We just were in Toronto last weekend. We spent a few days away. We went to the Toronto exhibition, did lots of walking there. We stayed downtown. And we went to some shops and just your typical fun stuff, people watching. And we were also at Fan Expo, and we saw a few people that you might know who they are. Several people from Seinfeld were there signing autographs, and a bunch of others, people that I don't really know, but I like Star Wars, so I went to the Star Wars section, and I had a blast and lots of fun. We were just wall-to-wall people. I couldn't even tell you. There were thousands and thousands of people there, and most of them were in costume. I was not, but the younger people, they were, and they all had a really good time. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary that was, disruptive or anything. It was just all really well done, and we spent the day there, and of course went to some nice restaurants, and that was our little mini vacation for now, and now it's back to business. Okay, to get started, let's see. I am going to show you works in progress. So I'm just going to grab each project bag and go one by one. And let's get the pattern out first. This one is called Summer Quaker Seasons by Bygone Stitches. Okay, I just started this one this past month. And I got a little bit of progress done on it. I'm pretty happy. What it's done on, let me see, I got my little tags on each one, so I'll just put it to the side. This one is 28 count, touch of pink linen. And this particular pattern uses, I think, about 3 or 4 colors. So you got your main color, which is this one here. And this is, I'm doing two strands over 2, and this is the off color, so you won't see much of it, but it will fill this up pretty good. And I know it's like more to the end of the summer, but I'm going to keep on working this one because this is a really bright one, and it's a happy one. The colors I just love color, so I was glad to give this one a go to start. So I'm going to keep on going. Okay, the next one, let me see here. This is a Halloween one, which, of course, anybody that knows me knows that Halloween is my favorite time of year. So I can stitch it all year long, and I'm good with that. So let me see. This one is called, let me see here, When Witches Go Riding. So this came in a 4-part thing. So I bought all 4 at the same time because it was a mystery one, and I got it after the whole stitch along was out, so I guess it was kind of a bonus that way because I didn't have to wait. But I got a little bit more done on this one, and this is done on 28 count Monaco, and I dyed this myself in the color of denim. So this is the progress. And when I first showed last time, I only had a little section right here done. So now I got this part and a little bit of the text and the cauldron, and there's still quite a bit to go, but it's coming along stitch by stitch. We'll get there, and I think I'm using all DMC. Let me just see here. Oh no, I'm so sorry, this is Aurifil. I'm using Aurifil threads, and I yeah, I just chose my own Aurifil threads. I didn't follow the color chart because it calls for Classic Colorworks. So sometimes, you know, just go to your stash and see what you've got in there, and just, you know, improvise and whatever works for you. Okay, what have we got next? Oh, this one. Yeah, this one I've been working on for the past, well, I don't know, not quite a year, about 9 months. This one is my Halloween Quaker. Now, who puts it out? Lila, is it Lila's Studio or Lila's Studio? I'm sure somebody will correct me. This is the one that I saw hanging up in the shop when I was there and just absolutely had to have it. Well, I did quite a bit of stitching on this one here since the last time I showed you, and it is done on 28 count linen, and the linen color is called Murky. And I used the called for threads, floss, and I did 2 strands over 2. So you can see there's a lot done on this guy, and it's almost done. We just have that little section down here to go. And when I say little section, you know, we're still talking a couple months. Just I just keep it in my rotation, but I think this one's coming out just super, super nice. And this one for sure will go into a frame. I'll have to find the right frame, of course. But when you spend this many hours doing something that you really, really love, and I love Quakers. I just love the Quakers. When you do those, you just want to spend that little extra money at the end and get them put into a proper frame. So I'm going to be really excited to see this fully finished cross stitch done. Here is a new one that I started this month. And let me pull the chart. This one is called a Quaker Welcome. I was in London, Ontario a few weeks back, and I was actually waiting for my birthday present to come in, and this is why I took this little trip to London, because I knew it was going to still be a few weeks. I had ordered a cross stitch pattern from Colorado Stitcher. I think that's what they're called. And I knew it was going to be a few more weeks before I was going to get it, but I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I'll just get me 2 presents. So I did. I saw this at the Stitch It Central. I believe that's what it's called in London. And this is the pattern. This is the chart. And I just love the combination. I love that pink with the dark color. Something is just so striking about it, but it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And this one I did on 36 count vintage country mocha, and I think this is one of the first or second cross stitch that I have done 1 strand over 1 square. So this is my start, and I think I did pretty good for the first start. I wish I had gotten the house done, because you would see the contrast with the pink and the darker color. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy this, and I got out of my comfort zone by going 2 strands over 2. So now I just did 1 strand over 2, and it's not that, you know, not too much different. A little bit. It's just something, again, you get a little bit used to. But once you get into the rhythm of it, it's fine. And let me see, 36 is that the holes are a little smaller, but I do use a magnifier and a light. So I always have like really, really good light so I can see what I'm doing. And it's working out pretty good. And let me see the floss. What have I got here? Oh, I just pulled a bunch. This is all the called for. So I think I got some DMC, some Gentle Art, and Weeks. So these are the colors, and they're so pretty. I really like them. So I will try and get more of that done. Oh, I got a new hoop too while I was there. I tried the oval hoop, but I like it. I really like the oval. Okay, so that is my progress on that one. Next, oh goodness sakes. Okay, this one has taken me forever and a day because I started quite a while ago. This one is my Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. So let's just pull the picture. Here we are. Okay, so I've got these ones done, and I got most of this one done. So I got a good chunk of this one done this month, and hopefully by October I should be able to start in on the big center one. And I use for all the called for DMC, and there's a ton of threads here. Lots and lots of threads. And I've been doing this one for quite a while, but I will get to the end of it someday. So here is my progress, and I am using 32 count Belfast linen, and it's called Affogato. I believe that's how you pronounce that. And let's see, this is a big piece. So here's my progress. And so I'm working on this one down here, and it's not quite full coverage, but it is quite a bit. And I got all that water done, the ship, the mermaid, the fish. So I just have to do the bottom third of it. So maybe I will have that done by Halloween, but this one is just a work in progress, and I don't mind doing this at this pace at all. I think I'd be kind of sad to have it completely finished, but it is going to be a really big piece because I'm going two strands of DMC over 2 squares, so 2 over 2. And I didn't realize how big it was till actually, I got going on it. But again, this will be another one that will go into a frame. This one goes over there. Okay, a little toasty under these lights. This one here, let me see, I'll grab the chart. This one is called Quaker Gardens. Okay, so this is, doing this one with, I chose my own color on it, and I have a darker fabric, so it's not what it doesn't look like it does in the picture. So I went with, what is it called? The Classic Color Works. I'm using Mint Julep for the whole thing. So it's just one color, so you don't have to sit and think about that. You just follow the chart. And here, this is my progress, and this is on 32 count Belfast linen, and the color is called Earth. So this is what my progress is, and I did quite a bit on this one as well. So again, this is a Quaker, and I'm pretty happy with the progress. Once it gets a little monotonous using one color, then I say, okay, it's time to switch. So you get done stitch by stitch. So I am on, let me see here, I think, yeah, this is not quite the bottom, almost, once you finish these, and then there's like a border down below. So that's almost the full width of it. And then just going across. So hopefully I'll get more of that done as well for the next one. And the last one that my work in progress is the mate to this one. So I bought 2 of these kits. I think it was a couple years ago, to be honest. So I did the first one, and I put it on this frame that I got at Michael's. It actually had something else underneath, but I just put this over top. And this is, I kept it in the hoop. This was just done on 14 count Ada, and this is the progress on that one. And this is the floss came with it in the kit, so I just use that. And it's a little deceiving on how long it takes. You think, oh, it's not very big. Yeah, but there's a lot of color changes, and the patterns are all different on each one of the sections of the pumpkin. So it takes a little longer than you think, but I hopefully will get back to that again before Halloween. Okay, so I think that's all the things I've got going so far. And let me see. Let us go to fully finished. Let's go to this one. This one, I just got the frame a few weeks back, and it just seemed to really match the piece. This one was from Backwater Shop. It was one of their, it was a free pattern, but they did ask if you could give a donation because it goes to the Children's Make-A-Wish in Texas. So, I made my donation and I just kind of followed it along week by week. It would give you, first week the border, the second week this part, then this part. So until it was all done. But it was a square piece and I just happened to see this frame. I was looking, something that would kind of match it. And I found it on Amazon. And it was just like a white distress kind of thing. And the fabric that I use is 28 count Monaco that I hand dyed here. Shoot, I forget the name of the color. Like a teal. It's a teal color. So it turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it. And I wish I could remember the name of it. It just escapes me right now. But I think it looks kind of pretty. This other fully finished item. I think I showed this the last time as a work in progress. It's called the It Came With the House. It was just cute. And this one, let me see. Oh, hands-on design. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I just used the DMC that it called for. And my fully finish of it has more of a 3D effect. It looks like this. And again, I just ordered the frame. I believe, again, this was from Amazon. I mounted it on, there's this back piece here, this like a rusty color. Actually, it's called paprika and it's Kona solid. I just covered a piece of cardboard with the fabric. And then the stitch piece is, oh gosh, you know what? I forget. I think it's a 28 count, but I'm not 100% sure. I just put some batting and I mounted it on a piece of cardboard and then I put it on top of the paprika colored Kona solid piece and just centered it. And I didn't put the glass because it's rather puffy and I didn't want the glass anyway. So that is my fully finished piece for that one. This one I did a while ago and gosh, I can't give you much information because I actually forget. I'm pretty sure I got it from Fat Quarter Shop though. And just their Halloween. I don't think it's a Priscilla and Chelsea Stitching with the Housewives. But if somebody sees it, they might remember. So but that is a fully finished piece there. It's a good size. I think that's a 14 count Aida. And it took me a little while to do it, but I just thought it was so cute. Again, Halloween being my favorite. So I'm pretty sure I found this frame at Michael's just off the shelf and mounted it and put it in. So that's that one. And I think I told you the last time I get the stitch cards by Lori Holt. And they come out every 3 months. And I think they're up to like S or T or something like that. They go alphabetically. And this one was a Christmas one that was probably from a couple of years ago. And what I did was I just sewed the little stitch card, each one of them. I made 3. And I made these little pillows that I put in this little wooden holder. So I did the green fabric kind of matched. We have the red. And then we have this one with the little ornaments, the white with the colored ornaments. So you can see what you can do with those little stitch cards. They're just like a ton of things. They're all the same size. So, or the same count across and down. So they're all the same. And you can there's just so many things you can do with it. So if you're new to cross stitch, I highly recommend getting something like that. And you have a lot of different options of how you can fully finish your piece. Okay, and my last fully finished piece, I just got this book. It's called Halloween Memories by Susan Aki. In our shop, we have a couple of these books available. We just got them in, I think it was last week, and we have them up on the site. And I love Halloween, so of course, I think I said that like 3 times now. The front cover one, I'm actually going to make this quilt. It's called Hocus Pocus. And speaking of Hocus Pocus, inside, I can show you let me see here. Okay, we're going to just try not to show the chart. But that is what it looks like. And this is my take on it. I just finished it up this morning. I finished the stitch on it, you can see. And I used, Orfil thread. Orfil floss for it. There was a box of floss that Susan Aki puts out for her Halloween things, and she like you can use that box for all of her stuff, like all of her all the ones in this book. And I believe there's a, let me see, I think behind, oh yeah, over here, I don't know if you can see that or not, that is again from Susan Aki, and those threads would actually make that as well. So but I just thought that was so cute because it says writing lessons, brooms provided, and I had some Hocus Pocus fabric from a few years ago, and what better three witches which would provide you with broom writing lessons than the Sanderson sisters from the movie Hocus Pocus. It just turned out so darn cute. And in the back we have Binks the cat fabric. So that is that. It didn't take very long. The stitch itself, I think I did it in about 3-4 days. I'm a slower stitcher, so it took me about that long. And then just to make the pillow was like 1 hour. So I highly recommend this book. And I got busy. Let me see. I put down one of the bags. Where did it go? I'm not going to be able to see it now. Oh, there it is. Okay. I made 2 bags this month. I just got into the groove of making project bags. So this one, I just had some leftover these of the block, these strip sets they were, and I just cut, I forget what I think they're 6.5 inches with the 3, 3, 3, and 3. And I just sewed them together, and I just put scraps, scrap all the way around. And I made the project bag, and this is little, it's so cute. It's a little sewing machine for the zipper pull. And the back just looks like that. So I was thinking about doing a tutorial on how to make the project bags, because they're not hard, but you just need to be shown, right? It's there are probably tons of ways to make it, but I just kind of follow what Lori Holt had put out, and I like her way, and I think I'm just going to stay with that. And inside you can see that I serge all the way around, so I don't have any raw edges. I mean, you can zigzag if you don't have a serger, but I just like that added touch. And I also made this one, which again is a total scrappy bag. And that's the back of it. I think that one is the, lemonade, strawberry lemonade by Sherry and Chelsea. We have that fabric in our shop, and I know that they're reprinting it. So if anybody's looking for some now, we have it. We have several bolts, different ones of the strawberry lemonade collection. So this just came out of my scrap box that I have. I had a whole bunch of 2.5 inch squares, so I thought, just throw some squares together, put that on the top, that on the back, and just add a zipper and a little bling, and there you have is your project bag. Okay, and that leads me into my haul. What did I get? We have this one. This was my birthday present that I was waiting for from the Colorado Cross Stitch. This one's called from the Scarlet House, Sarah A. Sanderson, 1872. And I know a lot of ladies out there, or gentlemen, are also, they got this one. So they had quite a few orders. That's why it took a little while to get here. And I'm looking really forward to starting this one. There's a lot of stitches here, and this is the first time. Let me think. These are called the silks that I ordered. The silks, so that's what the floss looks like. So it'll be different, something different for me. And this is the fabric. This is called Valley Forge by Needle and Flax. So I like the linen. I like the look of it. So that's my piece. And let me see. Oh, and this little box came with it. It's I think they call it a needle box, and it's got a little magnet. So it's got this bird on the front of it. So that was kind of like the little added bonus that came into the whole package. So that, and a thank you. So this is the bag, the inside. So I am kitted up, ready to go with this one. Not sure when I'll start it. I might start it this within the next few weeks, but I do want to get some of those other ones that are close to being done, getting those done. And there's more haul. I got the August shelf life chart from Fat Quarter Shop. They have every month they put out this another jar. I think I have 6 done. Well, maybe 5. But I will get back to this. Eventually, I will get back to this. You know, you kind of lose, not interest, but you just like, okay, I just want to put that down for a little while. Then you come back. So that's that one. And I just got this one from 123 Stitch. I've got these 2 fabrics. This one is called White Edinburgh Linen. It's a 36 count. So it's just like that. And this one is, let me see, 32 count lamb's wool linen fabric. Now these ones are a little stiffer than I normally use. So I'd rather have the ones that are a little softer, but you know, I'll use it because I bought it. And these are the 2 charts I got, or let me see, oh actually 3 charts. So this one's called Hope. And it's a Summer House Stitch Works. It's that one. And this one's called Faith. So this is another one in that series. So I like to do those 2. I still have to get the floss. And I also got this one called Pins and Needles, which I think is really appropriate for every stitcher to have. Something like this from the Prairie Schooler. Just kind of defines who you are. Put it up in your craft room or wherever you do your stitching. That, and let me see, oh there's more. We have, this one is called, from Little House Needleworks, the Anne Goodall Sampler. Now I don't know if you can see that too well, but it has a little more washed out colors in it. So, it looks, I guess, more antique-y like that. And I did get, let me see if that one, I got some hand-dyed 36 count Edinburgh linen. It's called Oatmeal. And I do believe I got all the called for threads. So you can see they're more of earth tones, you know, browns and golds. And there's a few like brown or red and green, but they're just kind of like really toned down. And I think that'll look really nice together. So I need a bigger project bag for that. We'll switch it up. This one is called All Hallows Eve and by Blueberry Ridge Design. So that's a cute one. And I believe it has, well, it has overdyes and DNC. What did I get? Let me see. The fabric is, let me see, is 40 count flax, Newcastle linen. So 40 count. Yikes. Let's see if I can do that, eh? Really out of my comfort zone. And, oh, look at this. I got it all ready to go. So these are the threads, glosses, and they're all different. Oh, these are the overdyed, so putting it on the linen, that will look really sharp. So, again, eventually we'll get there, and like I said, I will start a stitch Halloween. I don't care if it's at Christmas time. I'll do it anytime. Okay, the last few bags. What did I have in here? Oh, surprise, surprise. Get so many you forget. This one, again, is called Heart in Hand, and it's called Doodles Maker. Just a cute one. Scissors, your tomato, cross-stitch type one. And in it, let me see, we have parchment linen, 32 count. So it's just tiny. Just big enough for that piece. And here's the threads. Classic Color Works, Weeks Dye Works. So that's what that looks like. Put that back in there. And last but not least, oh no, that's it. That's just the all the jars. So that was it. that one goes in here. So that's everything. I can't really say in a nutshell because that took a little while. But thank you for watching. And as always, keep stitching.